Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid. So we got sometimes like what we like to do on the channel, we like to do some holds, some sells. Will these ever go up in due time? How's the market looking like? Because as of right now, the military blues, they're pretty down. I'm not gonna lie, they're definitely down, and we'll definitely see some restocks from stores. So if you guys did not hit over the weekend and you're waiting for your own personal pair and you want to be patient, you know, definitely, because you know Nike's gonna get some more pairs. Some of your JD Sports are gonna get, you know, pairs coming in, and so is DSG. When they'll have it, don't know, but in the meantime, are these worth the hold and sell? I mean, first thing, I already know that a lot of people are gonna compare these to like the reimagined breads, and they're basically about doing the exact same thing, which I thought they're gonna do. Like, even though they're a little bit more limited than the reimagined breads, and I think a lot of people actually like the reimagined breads a little bit better, but so it's gonna be, that's why we keep comparing those two shoes together. But is an OG colorway. This is an original colorway. It has a Nike in the back, so these dudes are gonna have some value. I mean, with every Air Jordan 4s, I feel like they always, during release day, people expect these things to stay at like, you know, 300 release day and keep going up and up and up. Usually never the case. These guys gotta remember, even the military blacks, these weren't even doing all that crazy during release day, and the white Oreos, and even the fire red 4s of 2020. They were starting at retail. Nobody wanted them, but in due time, 4s, they usually always seem to go up and up and up. And I expect basically the exact same thing for the military. So shoutouts to Arbit. If you guys want to check out Arbit, all the links will be in the description below. It's a free app. It's a one-stop shop app to where you can check the market all in one spot, so that way you don't have to keep flipping back and forth between Gold and StockX and eBay and all that stuff. So you can go on Arbit and check out, you know, the marketplaces on each size of every shoe. So if you look on Arbit right now, a size 9.5 is basically going for retail. Really, like they're like looking at, like, StockX got them at 235, which I thought is pretty low. They got Gold got them at 255, and then eBay got them at like 250. So it's still around that mid 200s. StockX got them at the lowest. I mean, remind you that these things, they retail at 215 plus tax, and depending on your area. In my area, it was like 230 out the door, and that's without any discount codes or coupons or anything like that. So these things are actually pretty expensive, so I expect to see a lot of people dumping these pairs very, very soon. You could probably get these things at retail from people, to be honest. Now the bigger sizes, say like a size 11.5, these things are going a little bit higher. StockX got them at 240, Gold got them at 270, eBay got them like at 260, you know, so they're like a little bit higher, obviously, for the bigger sizes, which that's what I recommend. I would only hold sizes, if I were to hold, I would only hold sizes from like 10.5 and up. And I usually don't like to buy anything over like a size 13. You know, the bigger sizes like a size 15, 16, those are pretty much bricks, I think. So it just kind of that cutoff between 13 all the way to like a size 10.5. So just stick with those sizes. I think they're gonna do just fine in due time. I can see prices definitely go up during back to school season and this holiday season. It'll be a little bump, you know. I don't think they're gonna do anything crazy. They'll go the same with the rematch. I mean, it's an OG colorway. It's an Air Jordan 4. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, the Air Jordan 4 is dying out, but you know, Air Jordan 4s is still the hype, you know, trendy shoe right now. People still love the Air Jordan 4s, and these did end up selling out. You might have some stores have some leftover pairs here and there. When I was trying to come back, try to get some extra sizes, they were actually mostly all sold out. Like all the sizes, they only had like sizes 8 and like 13 on certain sizes, and the bigger size like a size 15 or 16. But I expect these things to go up in due time. Definitely at least a year process it might take for it to go up, but I expect to go a little bump during back to school season, which will be in August. We're about to get, you know, school's almost over, summertime's coming up, and then also holiday season. Holiday season should be pretty decent. That goes in over the years. Once all the pairs do start to, you know, people wear their shoes and then the value start to go up, that's when I'll start to see prices go up and up and up, just like how it is. I mean, I know the military blacks, I think a lot of people are gonna compare these because these are going for like $400-500, something crazy like that. Now, don't expect the military blues to do those prices. Maybe in the long run, like maybe in a couple years, possibility. Because this is the one shoe I did not see them go up that crazy. I mean, it's a military black. I thought a lot of people were just waiting for the blues. This is the original colorway, but military blacks are going crazy. I can't believe they're going for that much. I mean, even like the military's in the 2012 pair, like a couple years ago, before there was an announcement of the military blues in 2024, those were going for crazy amount of money too. So again, I expect these things to go up in due time. I think this is going to be a pretty decent hold. They're going for really cheap right now. I mean, if you guys can get pairs for at retail and buy things just a little bit over retail, it might be worth it, especially on bigger sizes. Like, I do plan on investing on this shoe. I have some investments on the reimagined breads, but I definitely want to invest in the military blues. Both OG colorways. They're both Air Jordan 4s. They both have the Nike Air in the back. I mean, it's both original colorways, so they're gonna do fine, both of them. Even the military blues, I think these will do just fine. Even though I know there's a lot of hate for these things right now, just because they're not reselling. Because if these things were limited and they were reselling, people would have loved this freaking shoe. You know, they would have been like, "Oh my God, I love the blue. It's so different, and the white, subtle white would have been great." Instead of right now, everyone's dogging the crap out of the shoe. You know, every time when a shoe, if it's not reselling to what people's liking, then they always try to find a reason not to like it. They did the same thing with the Reimagined 3. The GS sizes right now, you could actually get these things all day, probably under retail. And the GS sizes actually might be a better bang for your buck. I'm expecting the GS sizes, they're only, like I said, they're only going for retail. They're like at 160, even on, like, you know, from size 6.5 and 7. Not going for anything at all. I mean, it's gonna take those a while to go up, but it might be a better bang for your buck because I expect those shoes to at least be at $250, no problem. But it's a little bit more riskier because if you were, you know, that's the shoe that I'm not sure. I definitely don't like to invest in GS sizes. I mean, I might get a couple here and there, but I really try to stay away from the GS sizes. I'm more into like the men's sizes. This is probably, I'm trying to do more investments on the men's sizes because I sell more of the men's sizes. I want to say at least by holiday season, I think these things will at least be at 300 or close to it. At least be at 300. And then over the next few years, I can see it keep going higher and higher and higher. I mean, what's the most they can do? I mean, again, I don't expect it to do crazy numbers like these, like at 400, but at least 3 to like mid 300s in due time. Because right now, I'm not sure if you could actually even sell them right now, to be honest. I know some people picked up a whole bunch of pairs. I'm sure the best way to, if you were to try to sell these right now, is probably have to be either locally or on IG. If you sell on the apps, you're actually gonna be taking the L because after the fees and everything, you're basically is under retail. It's way under retail. It's like at 200 or something like that. So why would you even do that? So best way if you were to sell these right now, locally. And again, due time, I think these things are gonna do good numbers. I would think so. It just has all the ingredients. It's an OG colorway. It's an Air Jordan 4. I mean, these haven't came out since 1989. I know a lot of people are talking really bad about the military blues, but hey, I still think it's a great shoe. But it's an OG colorway. It's the original colorways. We have been waiting for the military blues for a long time. So hey, again, this is what I think this is going to happen. This is what I plan on doing. Obviously, if you guys, you know, think something's different, go with your gut feeling. Again, I am not a sneaker guru. I do not have a crystal ball. I cannot tell the future. I just go with my past experience and tell you guys what I plan on doing. So anyway, guys, hey, just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe if it's your first time here, comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at JumpmanChris on IG, sometimes on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm JumpmanChris. Peace.